Just because like at a party and everything, I don't want to like immediately go for like the drunk girl, you know?
Why not?
I want to be careful. Like,
Batman was
I think it was like that, but we couldn't watch that. So they like, yo, we gotta all watch Twilight, and that's why I hate Twilight because I was forced to watch it, and I had to pay $20.
Name of Fibonacci.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Sima, your boy BlckkStar, your boy Delux, and we got a special guest here today.
Medea.
We got Neilio in the building.
The
This is
bout.
one of my best friends, one of my
Hola, ¿cómo
closest
estás?
homies. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, let's give a round of applause to this guy.
Hey, just for being friends. Yay.
And yeah, today's gonna be a very fun episode. You know, we had a lot of serious episodes going forward, but yeah, today is gonna be a little bit more lighthearted. We don't have Ronto here today, but you know he's gonna be popping up whenever he is. But yeah, we'll start with the questions.
Yeah. First off, let's start with how's your mental health doing?
We'll start with Neil. How,
Me? The guest?
Yeah, the guest.
Well,
You know what they say, ladies first.
no, it's a friggin' this guy. Can I cuss?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Bastard. This bastard. My mental health. Well, let's see. I am decent.
Decent. What makes it decent?
I'm. You know what? No. Better.
Elaborate.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. That's
Okay,
the
that's
best
not
way. That's the best way I could put it. I'm not happy and excited, but I'm not depressed. I'm just good neutral. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. It be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I'm honestly in the same situation, like same position. Like I came to the realization that like you got to be grateful, you know what I mean? Like despite all the hardships, and I probably said this on another episode, but I feel like I'm going to have to say it again because it's just like you go through things in life where it makes you realize that like despite all the bullshit, the storms or whatever, you really gotta be like mindful of like all the good things that are in front of you. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm in a very grateful mindset right now in terms of my mental health.
Yeah, that's really good, man.
Yeah.
Shoot, for me, I'd say I'm kind of in a struggling mode again, just based off sleep. Sleep is a big thing for mental health, and I've been struggling. I feel like I've been crashing out a lot lately.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, nah, just like sleep crashing out.
Because
Okay,
you know
okay.
that's a synonym.
Because fam, I'm getting like 4 hours of sleep all the
Oh.
time.
Yeah.
I go to sleep at like 4 a.m. kind of.
So you're not even sleeping
then-
no more. It's just
Bro,
It's
Just
eyes
resting.
closed.
At this point, it's resting.
Eyes
straight
closed.
grind.
Somebody calls your name. Yeah.
And then like I'm doing my work and all that type of stuff, and then I just know like if I get a bit comfortable anywhere, sitting down, laying down, even standing up in a corner somewhere, like
You're gonna knock out.
gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me.
Sleep
I need to fix that.
Yeah, honestly, it just
You can't fix that.
nah. You definitely
There's hope for me. What do you mean?
nah. You definitely can fix it. Just you gotta give yourself like a break. Find some time just to get some more sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Delux?
Honestly, I'm the opposite. I think my sleep schedule kind of slightly improved. I'm getting more tired throughout the day, and you're talking to someone that used to do the late night sleeps and everything. And I think that is just maybe it's just the responsibilities, maybe it's the the daily thoughts or whatnot. But I think I'm definitely practicing more like mindfulness and trying to just really and truly like ease upon things.
Yeah. It's very important to take those breaks. Just being mindful of your physical body too, because if you don't, it starts to deteriorate as you get older. So really taking care of yourself, not just mentally but physically, is very important. Like going to the gym and everything. Like
We all want to delay that deterioration for as long as we possibly can.
yeah.
That's crazy how like when you really think about it, how thoughts could exhaust you. Like thinking about like
And that's why you gotta really and truly think about what you're thinking about. You can't you can't let your thoughts like overwhelm you, right? Like, and that's easier said than done.
Stress can be killer.
100%.
Insane, bro. You could sit down there and think about running and actually do the action running and be like double tired.
Yeah, you can exhaust yourself
It's
from
weird.
thinking.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But yo, all right. Next, let's talk about who is an influencer that you feel like you're influenced by, that you actually look up to in a way.
Who wants to start? Should I start? I actually don't have one right now. I feel like everybody that I used to look up to has just been disappointing me lately.
This is a reference to the Duke podcast. Watch the Duke podcast.
So we recently did a podcast with Duke. That's gonna be up real soon. Yeah, shout out to Duke. That's gonna be up real soon. But yeah, in that podcast I did mention that a lot of celebrities, I don't even go to bat for them anymore because it's like they're all doing some type of weird stuff in the background. And like, I don't know, one of my influencers or person like celebrity that I used to look up to back in the days was me because, the hunger, the grind, the hustle.
Yeah.
Get to your money.
Yeah.
Better
But
get to your money.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
It was getting to
but
something else.
now I feel like to be a Meek fan is the worst thing to be in 2024. You know what I'm saying? Like Diddy allegations, the money hopping, what else? Deluxe. I feel like
Cream's a nightmare. You can't listen
Yo,
to
What
that.
the D chase? What the dream chasers?
The dream chasers.
Chasing
Oh,
something
yeah.
while sleeping.
So honestly, like I just look up to people in my community, people around me that are doing great things. You know what I'm saying? Like people that are in my local area that actually have an impact in their surrounding area. So I would have to say my answer is.
All right, but who's next?
I wasn't thinking. Give me some time.
I don't know. For me, I feel like I try to, again, not like I know for like looking up to and everything. But if I were to like really and truly like pick someone that I think like I tried to like aspire to, I'd say 50 Cent. Like I have his book, and that was the first book I actually bought.
Yeah, you talked about it.
The 50th Laws of Power and everything. Like going back to that book, like everyone's gonna have their own take on that book, but I'm always a person of like knowledge is to be shared. So if you know that there's an advantage or a way for to identify something, I'm all for that, right? Like 50 Cent is someone that is not just a rapper, but he's a successful business person. He's a really good collaborator, actually. Like I know people look at him for the trolling, but I watch probably every interview that the guy's done, and I've studied a lot of like what he said truly. But a lot of that has to do with like really chess. Like when you know someone is about to disrespect you or like call you out your name, you have to really and truly like try to pinpoint where that's coming from, right? A lot of people run from that fear, but if you're a business person, you run from it, people are going to come at you more often than not, right? Like 50 Cent, someone that's not afraid to like sue you or take you to court because he knows that if he ever were to give someone money, it's like blood going into the ocean. Like the sharks are going to keep coming. Or like if someone disrespects you or like whatever, the business deal goes wrong and they try to really and truly like put you out, you have to go at them like 10 times harder because of the principle of the matter. But it's all about the principle, and he's the type of person that like he doesn't really and truly do something to someone like out of it. He doesn't really need to do that, but you could see even with that event that he did in like Shreveport, Louisiana and stuff like that. He had a guy named like Hurricane Chris. Like I ain't really listened to no Hurricane Chris like that. I know he had some songs.
You don't know about that?
I heard about it, but I didn't know he did that. You know, like I don't think maybe back in that time, but it's 2024. Like I don't think anyone's bumping no Hurricane Chris or anything. But
Anybody was really bumping Hurricane Chris like that. Like,
that's what. But he was getting mad at like 50 came into Louisiana. He didn't but he did put on like Fredo Bang and all those other guys because they're relevant and stuff like that. But if you're gonna get mad at something and call out 50 Cent for not building up the community or whatnot, what were you doing with all your money and fame?
Exactly.
Like, why didn't you build up anything?
You're Hurricane Chris.
Like, very, yeah.
You understand? Like,
So why didn't Hurricane Chris with all those platinum records or whatnot? Why didn't he put on nobody? You know, like I feel like that's the attitude. I feel like if you're expecting to get put on, you'll never get put on.
Yeah.
Like especially if you're like close proximities to someone that's doing good, you gotta like really and truly put the work in. You can't just be like a groupie and be like, yo, like I was there too. Like
Yeah, you can't be sitting around.
you can't be sitting around, and I feel like that's an attitude that I try to avoid or try not to be around, because I'm the type of person, I don't need handouts. Like I'll really and truly go and get it.
Yeah.
Like I've never came into something renovated. I built that stuff from the ground up,
Brick by brick.
brick by brick. Word of Franklin saying.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah.
Okay. It's your turn, man.
My turn. Damn. Now that I asked this question, I see why Jai always has a lot of trouble
Yeah.
struggling with his questions, answering them. But shoot, who would I say right now? I'm thinking maybe an actor. You know how I talked about last time I watched like all the X-Men movies and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking Hugh Jackman because
Yeah, that's a good one.
the way that guy is like in so many movies and like it's part of the franchise, and he's like he will always be known as Wolverine. Like that character that he built up is an inspiration to a lot of people, like young kids and everything. Like they just want to be tough and like strong like that.
He has years in the game, and he was in like the first X-Men movie, and that was like almost 20 years ago. And people are always gonna look at him like, "Yo, that's Wolverine."
He's the face of X-Men.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Hugh Jackman, strong, funny actor and everything. And then now to see him with Ryan Reynolds, one of my favorite actors from Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's also
super tough.
versatile too in terms of acting. Like both of them have years of experience, especially in like the Marvel universe with a bunch of different movies and stuff. So it was great to see. Like me personally, I think we
I
talked
still
about
haven't
this.
seen it.
We talked about this in the last podcast about the Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And it was a
Still
great
haven't seen
movie
it.
still. Nah, honestly, yo,
Yeah.
you gotta see it still.
Can't
It
wait
was
to
a
see
good
it.
movie still.
Yeah, the comedy in that, Ryan. I feel like Hugh Jackman would have never came back if it was no one else but Ryan Reynolds. Like Ryan Reynolds, I heard off the camera and stuff like that was a great person. Like he was really good to the production staff and everything. Even Hugh Jackman was like that too, right?
Yeah.
So I just feel like it was a great collaboration, and for someone to come back after so many years, or quote unquote was supposed to be like killed off, Ryan Reynolds definitely brought that legacy back to Marvel.
And I love when productions are like that. I love when you can see like in the movie that it's just been brought up from great vibes all the way through. Like
Yeah.
that's how you know it's just gonna be great. But yeah, what about you, Neil?
What do you?
When I think about like throughout my whole entire life, like a celebrity or like
Like an influencer.
It could be anyone. It could be even like a regular person. I think just celebrities or
because
whatever.
like in my life, I really don't think I've looked up to like celebrities. I thought they were always cool, or like influencers, and I thought they were cool. But I don't really think that I've sat down there and I was like, oh shoot, I admire this. I admire this guy for what they've done or what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So off the top of my head, I really can't think of nobody. That's about it.
That's all good. That's
Honestly,
all
it be like that sometimes. Still, like
Sit
sometimes
down
it could be like your mother. It could be your.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, I guess, you know.
like, somebody that has influenced you.
Influence.
Yeah.
It could even be an enemy at this point. Yeah, who was your biggest enemy?
It could literally be your
Who's
biggest
your rival? You have a rival?
Yeah.
My cousin, my
Your
big,
cousin?
my big cousin Serena. She was there. She was there for me through my lowest and highest times. She's taught me so much about so much things.
Oh, I thought you were saying she was your rival.
Basically, if
But she
she's ever
definitely
watched,
challenged you though to be better.
most definitely. She taught me a whole bunch of different things and showed me a whole bunch of different things. So shout out to her, I guess.
That's
You know?
sick. Shout out.
But other than that, no influences, nobody.
He's his own man. All right,
some sense.
then. Yeah. So what our next question will be, do you guys have something specific? You had one.
Yeah, so one of my questions, usually I'm the one that always asks the sub questions, but I'm going to ask the main question today. So we've all been there. We've all been the receiving. No, sorry, not the receiving, but we've all been in a situation where, you see a pretty girl and you're wondering, how am I going to go talk to her? How am I going to approach her, right? You're at a party and trying to figure out that all, right? So my question is, when is the safest time to go and dance with a girl?
Safest?
Yeah, you're at a party, you're trying to talk to a girl. When is the safest time to try to talk to her or dance with her?
There's no such thing as safety.
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. There's never
Never a
really a
safe
right
time.
time. You know what I'm saying? You just get in there and fail, but don't give up.
He shows you.
You want to know what? You want to know what? I'll
I'll
say this. never be the first guy. never be the first guy. You have to let one of them to the dog.
Yeah, you're on to some.
You know why I disagree with that is because what if you're the first guy and she likes you and you have her on lock? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
What if you're not the first guy and another guy does that? You know what I'm saying? So it's always better to be the first guy, you know?
I mean,
It depends on the situation for sure. Like, cause you could be the first guy that goes up and talks to her, and you could have done so bad that like she looks at everyone else strange after.
the whole.
But there's an advantage that like you are the first person not gonna set the tone, right? So versus if you're the second or third person, and if that first person really and truly ruined her mood,
You don't want to be the nigga that like some next man comes and steals the girl from you. Like,
And then after there's the whole after effect too, where it's like, how do you handle it? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna walk back salty, or are you gonna sit down there and just be like that
you're
one
gonna
guy?
walk away with your head down and shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yo, I just pretend the girl doesn't exist. But I don't even know if I should give you guys my sauce, but yo, I'm gonna do it anyway.
for the pod, for the exclusive, the similar exclusive.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pre her a little bit. Look at her, see how her demeanor is, if she's having a good or bad day. You know, you can
Eye
always
contact is important. Okay.
Now she gonna think you're staring. She gonna be like, "Why is this kid staring at me?"
No.
You have to check if she's whining too. There's a
Yeah. No, but he knows. It's not like staring at her because you don't want to have eye contact with a girl and scare her away. It's more so just seeing how her body language is. If she's dancing and the vibes are there, the atmosphere is there, you kind of just creep up a little bit. You got to do it a little smoothly, pull up on her. And then, if she turns back and you're looking fresh and she looks at you, you're good. If
The look back test.
Yeah,
the look back test.
the look back test is a make it or break it situation. You know what I'm saying? That separates the
Okay.
boys from the men. You know what I'm saying? So I look at that as like, yo, once you pass that, you're green, you're ready to go. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like you should approach trying to dance or talk to a girl at a party.
So for stuff like that, like at the party, are you before like heading in to see the girl that you want? Are you just chilling, dancing on your own, like talking with the homies nearby, and just waiting it out, or are you like you go in, you try to find the person that you want to dance with immediately, and just
No, so with me, I don't go to parties just to go look for a gal. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, those days are over. Those are like high school days, maybe like early college days. You know what
no
I'm saying?
chasing? I hear that.
All I gotta say is that like I feel like I'm at the age where it's like, yo, I want to be with my friends having fun and stuff. So if I'm there at a party and I see a pretty girl and she catches my attention, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make that magic work for me. But that's really just how I feel about it. What do you think, Neil?
me.
Yeah.
Oh, wine on anything.
No, why?
Wine on every and anything, because listen.
Yo,
Listen.
Hear more. It could be good.
Because listen, if you're don't try to go for the prettiest girl. And this is just some advice. Hear me out.
Advice with
Don't
Neo.
go for the prettiest girl. Go for her friend. Be the one that saves the party. You see what I'm saying?
So you're the type of guy to take one for the team.
I'll take all for the team.
Yo, Neil's a real one.
Listen, man.
yo,
When
Everyone needs a Neil.
you have to.
Yo, you need a wingman. There's a striker, and what's the other person that plays the position, the support system in soccer?
There's the defense. There's the O line. I don't know, but just don't go in there with a game plan. Go in there to have fun. Do the stupidest wine on any girl, and if she rejects you, just be like, "Yo, I tried," and go to the next one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly,
you'll probably attract girls that way. The next girl will come to you.
I feel like to some degree, I agree with what he's saying. I feel like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but I wouldn't go just dance on every girl. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me per se. Like, you feel me? But yeah, what would you say? What's your method?
Shoot, yo, I like to chill, kick back, talk with the homies. If I'm talking, we're having a good time, and we just like we talk bare shit, so we'll probably end up laughing and all that. shorties will want to be like, yo, what are they talking about? They try to get into the convo. 'Cause
Fast.
females are social creatures first and foremost. And yeah, shoot, I'm not trying to jump around to dance on everything. I'm not gonna lie. Just because like at a party and everything, I don't want to like immediately go for like the drunk girl, you know?
Why not?
I want to be careful. Like, I want to be careful with my choices. But like, if a shorty comes up to you, yeah, it is what it is. Do your thing, dance and talk it up. But
Oh my God, this man said why not? Yo,
Listen, man. Listen.
Not over here.
Listen. You have to learn to enjoy the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
true.
You have to learn how to.
Not in a place like Toronto. There's better control. You'll end up on Toronto TikTok, Toronto Twitter. They'll be calling you out your name. They'll be like, yo, I can't believe I know this guy. Like,
I'll be like, yeah,
you know?
I can't believe I know him too.
I look in the mirror every day and I see that guy.
That's crazy. You did that?
Yeah.
honestly, my opinion is have fun, be yourself, but obviously don't make yourself look stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's always
Yeah.
people that are gonna stare at you. At the end of the day, we live in a very what's the word I'm looking for? We live in a very like
Judgmental.
I would say
I have a
judgmental city. So if you're at a party, like people are gonna really stare at you, be like, yo, that guy's a waste man. That guy, yo.
He's a goofball. I know him.
Yeah,
Like,
people are
You know what I'm saying?
in Toronto.
So-
Mans aren't here for the vibes most of the time. They're here to just
Bro.
act cool and shit, and it's weird.
Listen to me. If I'm spending
Lame.
$20 at the door, $30 at the door, and there's no food provided or alcohol provided, I'm gonna have fun regardless. You know what I'm saying?
So I have a question now,
That's the
right?
question.
Image,
that's a big one.
image, right?
Yeah.
So does it really matter?
It does.
Yeah, I could jump in this one. Like, I feel like with the image thing,
When you think, like, when you
overanalyze or like overcomplicate things.
yeah.
To a degree, like I know in Toronto, I could give you a personal account of this one, right? When I first got into kind of like the game or whatever it may be, people are only going to take you as seriously as you take yourself. And then people are going to look at like one or two things. Your social media is one of them. Who you know, and if people do know you, what they got to say about you. Right, and all of those things could be like, yo, my social media could be weak, and weak, and social media weakness could be like very subjective. Social media weakness could be like,
your socials is weak.
yeah, yo, because I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real because people do look at the number, but then nowadays we see that a lot of people are getting like fake numbers, right? You have 20K plus people. But your videos and your likes and you could look at it analytically and tell like, yo, this is artificial, right?
Yeah.
But if you got homegrown, and I feel like that's where the hardest part is, when you're homegrown and you're working to build something up, you'll really truly see how much people really and truly mess with you. And that just goes based on how seriously you take yourself, right? So going back to like the social media game, you gotta portray. I'm not gonna lie, this is the dark side of social media. You gotta portray that you're like this superstar, like you're living lavish, like you're going out, you're seeing you. People don't just see you like once every 3 months, like Kendrick. Like they see you, they see you, right? Like they see you truly, like going out. People see you. People know about you. Like you have a lot of mutual friends. People will be like, damn, you don't know no one. Like,
But like, isn't that like
it's superficial, 100%.
not even superficial? But like, don't you feel like that's just so stressful? Like I don't know how to.
It depends, because then if it's an image that you're keeping up, yes, 100%. Like you could be role playing a character, like for example, a lot of people said Tupac was role playing a character after he played Juice, right? Because people said that's not him.
Pause. Your bro's outside. Okay. Neil, can you open the door? You're the closest to the.
I said go. I said get up over the table.
Just open the side door, please. Thank you.
We shall be back in un momento.
Yeah, so I think social media definitely plays a part into it. For example, with the Tupac situation, right? People are going to say like Tupac was playing a character knowing that like people knew how he was before. And then after he played the Juice role, people are saying like, yo, he actually kept that role going.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it's only tiring if it's not really and truly you, right?
Yeah.
But if you know how to take bits and pieces from it and be like, yo, I'm being cautious about this. But you could also be a person that's like not really social media heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it really and truly depends on what you want out of it. If you're in like the entertainment field or like whatever, like social field, people gotta look at that and be like, damn, you don't know one or whatever it may be.
Yeah, well, shit. I think Deluxe set it off for us for that question.
Yeah, I just want to put my 2 cents into it real quick.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like me personally. I feel like I'm a social media person. I have like a somewhat of a social media presence. And like when I'm when I'm outside and stuff, people come up to me like, "Yo, you're always at a party. Of course I see you here." Da 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 da. Like, you know, it's always a bunch of people, right? So I feel like having that social media presence is kind of important for certain occasions. It's also very annoying. Like, people just assume I'm always outside just because when I actually post, I'm outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I obviously do other stuff besides just, you know, being at parties and stuff. You know, like other activities and stuff. You know, I like to play video games, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think also, too, one more thing. Women, I find, don't like when you have a social media presence.
But they also hate that you don't have one too.
They want guys
I
with like
think
low numbers.
It depends on the girl. Like, if it's
Yeah.
a very low-key girl, she wants a low-key guy. Or I find, and this happened to me recently. I was talking to this one girl at, not that recent, but she's like, oh, like she's seen how much followers I had, and she's like, oh, you have, I think I had like 1,000, like 1,900 basically, right? She's like, oh, you have that much followers. You
Be
know,
like,
she's
yo, I
making
had
it seem
this.
like
I had this when it first came out.
I said that I had this like, you know, account for a minute, but she made it seem like it was like a ick, like, oh, you know too much people.
That you
da, da, da,
busybody
da.
and stuff like
yeah.
that.
But
Yeah.
why is that so bad that I know so much people? Who are you hiding from?
She just getting at you, dog.
So I
Yeah.
have one more thing after I guess we close this off, right? We're close.
Yeah.
Do you feel like we care too much about it? Like it's getting to a point where it's like
We care too
it's
much about
it's
other people's opinions.
yeah.
Like we some city boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like do you
Because
feel
if
like
you're a
in general,
countryman,
it's
like really, if you're not on social media like that, because you're like out of the city, like you're really not caring about this.
I think it's just the atmosphere that is in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a arrogance with everybody, and like, you know, everybody wants to be cool. So when you have like when you live in the city, like to have a social media, like you're around people that have this atmosphere, this image, and it influences you to want to continue that. Like I remember in high school, like all my friends were on social media, and they kind of like influenced me to, like, you know, be on there, talk to people, talk to girls, or whatever the case may be. So I think it's just more so who you're around and just their impact on you.
Yeah, that's a big one. Cause I remember I never had like no social media till like grade 10. And I was kind of happy, like, but I was out the loop for a lot of things. Like, did I care personally? Not really, right? If mans wanted to get in contact with me, they could get in contact with me off that, like, if they have my number and everything. Yeah, exactly. Yo, it's real shit. Like, some people come and knock on my door, like,
is Delux there?
yeah, if I'm here, I'm like, I'm there. Like, that's all it be. But
I feel like in Toronto, and not to just shit on Toronto all the time, but we know what it is outside of it.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I think we're moving to a little better time with social media. Now a lot of people are getting off of social media, like the fatigue of social media. Sometimes you just, if you were posting online, you take a break, people will be like, yo, where'd he go? Like, that's the other part of it too. They're like, yo, you're not doing anything today?
I feel like it's kind of like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like right now it's kind of corny to be on social media. Like,
I heard that too. People like,
that's
yo,
the
it's
type of
corny
vibe
to
I'm
post
getting.
and stuff.
Yeah, like
Shit. For our next question, we have, what are you thankful for? And I want
To go. Honestly, I think it's the opportunity to try again. That's what I'm most thankful for. A lot of times when I was younger, I didn't really think that I would be where I'm at right now. But I learned from mistakes. I learned from other people. A lot of people I went to high school with, like David, for example, and Neil.
Yeah.
I learned from them as I was growing up, and then being able to come back and do like a podcast with both of them here is like, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, that's really good, man. That's nice. Shoot, for me, I'm thankful for my family.
Oh, you know.
My pops especially. Missing pops right now, low key. My pops on vacation, Jamaica. I hope he's having a good time. And yeah, I'm just thankful for my family, bringing me up, raising me, and keeping me healthy and safe, yo.
What am I thankful for? Honestly, there's like a lot of things that I am. I mentioned I was very grateful in terms of just my mental space. I'm very grateful to have a lot of things kind of fall into place the way that they did. Sometimes things never usually happen how you want it to, but like it's always very interesting when things fall into place. After something negative happens. I think that's what I'm more grateful for, just to be able to appreciate hardships. One of my biggest sayings is from 50 Cent, and I always say this, I'm going to continue saying this, is joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. So, yeah. That's it.
Oh, for me,
Yeah.
family for sure. Family for sure. I'm grateful for the people around me, my friends. I'm grateful for David. I'm grateful for Deluxe. Yeah, and one person that I'm really grateful for. Relax, David. It's not you. You're my good friend, but I'll just, you're my. But is my cousin Serena. She's been through a lot. I've told her a lot of things, crazy things that she's been through. The death of somebody within my family. So I'm grateful for her. Yeah, shout out to big cousin Serena, big Ash dog.
Shout out to Serena.
And David. This guy's cool. Grateful.
What is your favorite animal? Is our next question.
You know what? You've been talking about ostrich or giraffes.
Giraffes.
Okay,
This guy has an odd question about that.
I had a question. It's just a question.
What's your question?
What do you guys think the shortest giraffe in the world is? And no one was trying to answer the question. No one was even gonna throw out an answer. You could have said 6 foot, a 6 foot giraffe.
Who wants to explain how stupid that question is? Who knows the tallest? Like, are we talking about adult giraffes? What's the tallest height for it?
Okay. In the comments.
Who regularly knows that?
Just leave it in the comments. Comment.
Everybody has fun
Everyone's
facts.
going to Google.
You maybe come across that one person that has a fun fact about giraffes.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait. So what's the tallest giraffe?
I don't know. That's my
Giraffes are like a standard height. Like,
But I would sit
never
down.
seen a
I
short
would
giraffe.
throw it out. So. Okay, but my favorite animal would be an elephant. It's kind of basic, but like them, they're just big and
They're really smart, eh?
No, they're
super
very
smart.
empathetic. Like they actually think like human emotions kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think they're one of the only animals that have true empathy.
yeah.
What about like dolphins? They don't have empathy.
Those are rapists.
Yeah.
Nah, they don't. Like I just don't think they care that much. Like I think they could pretend.
They're like
A dolphin will fuck you up.
Yeah, like they're very dangerous.
dolphins are like people that crackheads, like the teenage crackhead that is always hyped up all the time. Do you get where I'm coming from?
That ADHD?
Somebody that's just always happy.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Shit.
Okay. My favorite animal. Honestly, and I'm weird. I think I have two.
We know.
Panda.
What?
My ops are back in the building. I would have to say a panda.
Panda.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. They're just very interesting animals. Like they just be doing random shit.
Is it all kinds of pandas, like red pandas too, or just like?
It's the black and white panda.
Yeah,
There's red pandas, the
there's
tiny ones.
Yeah, there's like red pandas.
They're not pandas. They're just kind of like.
They look like foxes.
They're like raccoons.
Like are they like koalas?
They look like foxes, but like
Yeah.
But
puffier.
they look better than raccoons. I don't know how to explain
yeah,
it.
they're cute. They're cute.
Yeah. Nah, pandas just be chilling. They just be they're fucking entertaining too. Them and like monkeys.
They just fuck around. They have an interesting life. Yeah.
Yeah, they just be doing random shit.
Oh, the tallest giraffe is 19 feet.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm
19
saying? But
feet.
now people are curious, right? People are curious,
I
right?
didn't. That okay. I could.
People are-
If
people
anyone
are
asks me a
learning.
random fact, I'm gonna tell them like, you know how much a giraffe, like how tall a giraffe is? 19
Isn't it?
feet.
It's
Isn't
always
it?
good to have
Random
those fun
shit.
facts.
Why do you know that?
I
just know
promise
that.
you, if you
bro.
go up to a girl and say that, conversation has started.
Yeah, yo, that's some sauce for you guys. Maybe
Who's
you
gonna
get better
try it?
sauce.
She gonna think you weird, but like, you know.
Like, why does the guy know that? Like,
She's gonna be like, okay, then walk away from you.
Okay, try and see.
Shit. All right, yo. So my favorite animal will be a wolf, specifically a dire wolf. Those are extinct right now, but those freaking wolves always been so sick to me in every single movie that they try to portray them in.
guy watches
It's
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, freaking all that. Yo, do you guys care for Twilight?
I was forced to watch that
It's
movie back in
actually so
middle
funny
school.
Yeah.
because I watched that recently, and like
Why'd you watch that randomly?
Who are you with?
it's a long story.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yo, which shorty was it?
Nah. Let's not go there.
That's messy.
Let's not go there. But yeah, no, I watched it recently, and like, it's a terrible movie.
Yeah,
What?
It's terrible. No, just like
it just in general,
Don't you dare!
I think I watched the first one.
they're
and,
just
like,
not.
Think about it like this: just on like a film, like standpoint, it's very bad. Because there's a lot of
They had
awkward.
only a few mess ups. Come on, the ketchup bottle. I
No.
know what you're talking about.
Nah, it's not even just that. Like, you have to think about it. The tone of it, like how it visually looks, it's very dark and just like it's. I don't know. It's
That's
just
what was
blue.
nice about it. That's like the atmosphere. It brings you into like the gloominess.
You
of,
want to know what?
Okay,
for
so
its
the ma-
time, for its time, it probably gave off like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
The time that it was made, like
This shit was immaculate.
That kind of changed stuff, you know.
That shit was on point.
But like, there's a lot of like very cringy like scenes in the movie. Like in the
Yeah,
first, like I
for
see
sure.
like 20 minutes is like very cringy. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like,
But-
it's really bad for me.
I think for the times, like they were like more interested in the moody teens.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you think it's cringy now, that's just because of how things have changed nowadays.
But it's so funny because I remember living in that era where all the little white girls were watching Twilight and stuff, and I'm just like, yo, like I don't see the hype, and like vampires are like, you know, were the thing, werewolves were the thing.
That's the
and-
same for Vampire Diaries.
No, I haven't watched it, but like it seemed like a better
Vampire Diaries is
piece of
tough.
content.
That's a tough show.
You know what I'm saying? Like people actually, I can tell that was more put together than Twilight. Twilight was just like, I don't know. People really loved the books, so like when the movie came out, it was like, oh, Twilight.
Yo, back in like middle school and stuff like that, we had like a school trip, and they like we had a vote on like movies, right? But there was more girls in the class than there was guys. So obviously the guys weren't really like trying to go watch Twilight.
It was
and
Batman. Batman was
some I think it was like
Yeah.
that, but we couldn't watch that. So they like, yo, we gotta all watch Twilight. And that's why I hate Twilight, because I was forced to watch it. And I had to pay $20, and I'm like, yo, like a couple people like left. And I'm like, yo, I can't leave because I paid $20. Like
You're
I
paying
have to
for a
watch
movie
it.
day
Man
at
said I have
school.
to, yo,
Yeah,
I have to
something like- I
stand on
hated that
business.
day.
Man said I have to stand on business. Yo, I spent that $20. I gotta get my
Sat there
money's
for
worth.
2 hours, just like, yo, why am I here? Like, you know, I'm still watching it though.
Fuck you,
But
Jacob, in the movie theater.
I'm there thinking, I'm seeing the like Taylor Lautner or whatever the guy's name turning into Wolf. I'm like, I wish I could do that. You know, all the girls like, oh my god. I was like, yo, you know, I could do that too, right?
But yeah, that's why I brought that up. Like Twilight, that movie like made wolves look sick. Cause like in every other like mystical fantasy movie, I don't see them doing wolves properly. Like especially in Vampire Diaries, they make them just look like regular pups that have super speed, but they're always dying off.
Y'all never ever seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Bullshit.
That's tough.
I've never seen that.
Nah, that's for your OG. That's for the OGs. So if you know, you know. Yeah.
You want to know what? My mind literally, when you said Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I don't know why I thought of what's it called?
Serena the Teenage
No.
Witch?
It was an old cartoon on YTV where it was a girl and she was like pretending to be a vampire. I was like, get the hell out of here. What is
Pretending to be a vampire?
She was pretending to be a vampire. Something. Oh yeah, something. I don't know, but it was some old show and it was trash, and I thought it was that, and I said, you know, but like, don't worry.
It be like that sometimes.
Also, I want to know if anyone knows this show. It's called. This is for my UK people. Wolf Blood. if you know that show, if you like that show, let me know because I thought that was always fire. I only know one person who like truly enjoyed it and told me about like how it was actually like on TV all the time in the UK. So yeah, yo, drop in the comments if you know that show. But yeah, Deluxe. what's yours?
I might have to do the Sima thing and do the 2-in-1 kind of thing. Like I like, ironically, hippopotamus.
Yeah.
Hippos are. Did you know that? I'm gonna hit a random fact right now.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Did you know
The girls love
you know
this.
you know hippos are the most dangerous animals on the earth?
Body and every.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no-
like,
no
they're
homo?
actually very dangerous.
No
Yeah.
homo, but their jaws are strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is true though. It is true.
It's true.
It's
That's why
true.
they're so
They have the
in
strongest
all
bite force.
seriousness,
Yeah.
y'all are immature, but yo, like they have like that's why they're so
they-
dangerous because they
Yeah.
have very
This guy's
strong
looking for that
Apparently they have like
lockjaw.
don't they have like the largest body count, like kill count out of all the animals? or something?
100% because they like the thing with them is that they're on
Even
land
alligators?
and water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're a threat in both. I think they're a threat more in the water, which is hilarious because they weigh a lot. Like I think there's like probably 7
And
tons.
They
or
still
something.
swim fast though.
No,
They
they
swim
don't. They
fast.
don't even swim. What they do is they
charge.
sink to the bottom and they jump up at you.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're like,
So could
they
you
charge
imagine?
at
Could you imagine being so heavy that you're fast enough to sink to the ground and catch up to a boat and keep jumping
Yeah.
that's crazy.
The thing is, they can
Dangerous.
swim too, probably. So that's why they're like they. I don't know how they do it, but,
But
they
even
do
on
it.
land, they are actually pretty fast.
Yeah, they'll chase
You're
you.
not sprinting away from a hippo.
Yeah.
It's up.
And I feel like they're like one of the most apex predators, and like other animals, like I don't think a lion. I never seen a lion and a hippo fight ever in my life.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's
And
usually-
I see a
I've
lot of
seen
cra-
that before.
They're
Like,
usually-
Really, I have to Google that.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
one lion going up against.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't
And
mess
even
with
then
hippos.
too,
The lioness
And I
are
do
going
think they
pretty
might lose
fast.
against
the
that
thing
too.
the thing though is too, they gang up on you.
Hippos, yeah,
They
100%.
gang up on
Yo, they don't like if they're in the water together and stuff. Like I seen a video of a crocodile. I think it killed like a baby hippo. Yo, these guys like mollywop.
Stop it.
Yo, they're stomping it
Stop
out.
it.
Like yo, like
It's
the,
like,
the alligator or crocodile, whatever. They like
dead.
help me, like like they're like,
Yo, you
like,
guys
"Oh,
ever
shit."
seen that
He's
Boondocks
dead.
meme? I really want to know what these niggas did to make that guy so mad.
Yo, the hippos, they don't play. Like they
They
really
don't
will do it
play,
too,
bro.
And then another animal, I love this animal. Actually, I wrote like a report on it because when you're in elementary, so they're like, yo, pick an animal and write about it, right? So I went to the library and I'm like, well, I think I like a cheetah because it was like the fastest like
I
land.
did the same report.
You did the same report,
I did
right?
the same report.
I wrote it on a cheetah and I went to the library. I found all the cheetah books and I wrote about it.
Wait,
and then, camera dead.
Oh,
I think that was a good time. I think it caught that like, yo,
We still have.
It's good though.
Oh, it still got the cameras? Okay. But yeah, no, I did the cheetah report. I loved it. Got all the books. I actually enjoyed reading them and
Yeah.
everything.
did you know?
Wait, stop, cut. When did that one stop?
I was gonna say, did you know cheetahs saga sometimes life?
I mean, yo, this
Audio
camera,
exclusive now.
this camera is still catching like most of the main. But yo, we're sorry, people. Sorry for camera mess up. But
You have a lot of content, so it's not that bad.
we appreciate you guys checking out the episode. Please check out Spotify and leave us a 5-star review.
You know, maybe it gets better and maybe we'll charge the cameras.
But yeah, that has been our episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you guys for, spending your time being a viewer. Y'all are very appreciated. The support, the everything, the comments.
Oh,
But yeah, this has been
me.
our episode. Thank you, Neil, for coming in and giving your 2 cents. You're appreciated.
Yeah, they yeah.
But yeah, let us know if he should be a recurring guest. You know what I'm saying? If you guys like some of the bullshit he be spewing and everything. But
This
yeah,
talks bullshit.
It's facts.
no, but you always need that one friend that has those high takes, those high moment takes. But yeah, that has been our episode, and take care.
Peace.